I'm going to play my favorite song to play today. I'm going to play Angel Band. Start over. So I want to talk to y'all today about Birmingham. And I don't talk a whole heck of a lot about what we've done here in Birmingham on this blog. But I think it's important for it to get out there what we've done here. And it's taken a great deal of patience, strategy, sacrifice, dedication, passion on the part of a great many people for us to have built the community that we've built here over the last 10 years. And I'm very proud to be a part of it, and I'm very proud to be in community with the people that I'm in community with. So I'll start by talking about myself. And when I was started here in 2009, I was recovering from bipolar disorder, and I started working at West End Community Gardens as a volunteer. And I had these ideas swirl in my head about cooperatives and building a social movement, and nothing was really formed, but there was an idea that we needed to have a new movement in Birmingham, and that movement needed to be about economic self-determination for poor and black people in the community. And I worked at West End Community Garden for a couple of years. I met people throughout the Birmingham community. And in 2011, a community leader from the Gracilla neighborhood, Virginia Ward, a UAB graduate student, Anna McCown, and myself formed Magic City Agriculture Project, which is to be a community development and popular education organization. Over the next 5 years, we worked with Project Hopewell, which is a community-based organization in Southwest Birmingham, to help them create Southwest Birmingham Community Farm, which to my understanding is still in existence and is actually employing a few youth interns. We did that over the course of about 4 years. We also did anti-racist popular education during that time. We did very traditional anti-racist popular education workshops and so on and so forth. I don't think this stuff was very effective because the people who come to the workshops are not the people who need the anti-racist education the most. And it didn't really reach the people who could really benefit from an anti-racist education. In 2014, Magic City Agriculture Project decided to create a strategic plan for the city based on cooperative economy. And we workshopped this. We wrote the plan in about 2 months, and over the next 7 months, we workshopped it with various community leaders, probably about 15 to 20 who were in our network at the time. And we came up with a plan with 6 points. The first point was continuing anti-racist popular education. The second point was cooperative development. The third point was community land trust development. The fourth point was community enterprise zones, which was a policy that we came up with that consisted of a community development financial institution that did micro lending, combined with a set of tax breaks, job credits that favored cooperatives, and this would serve a low-income area of about 50,000 people. It's a combination of micro lending from Muhammad Yunus in Bangladesh and Grameen Bank, and the tax breaks associated with Clintonian era empowerment zones. Both of these policies were successful. We're just putting them together. The other part was a policy and lobbying organization, and then the final piece was Magic City Grown, which is a regional sustainability brand. After we released the plan, many people in our coalition took pieces of the plan and went off and created their own organizations based on the plan. So I networked with the Young Patriots organization, which is a national white working class anti-racist organization, to do anti-racist cultural organizing with rednecks. Also in the sort of continued anti-racist popular education part is Confessions of a Mad Redneck, which is my content site that this will be on. I networked with different academics across the country to create the Cooperative New School for Urban Studies and Environmental Justice, which is an institution of higher education that is owned by the faculty, the students, and the staff. It's actually a cooperative. There's a new organization coming out called Sweet Alabama, which is a sustainability organization. It's run by my friends Rob Burton and Teresa Chandler. Dynamite Hill Smithfield Community Land Trust, run by Majadi Baroudi and Susan Diane Mitchell, is a community land trust in the Smithfield communities. That's the land part. So if you remember back to the strategic plan, the cooperatives are labor, the community land trust is land, and the community enterprise zones are capital, and land, labor, and capital are the three things that you need to have a functioning economy. So you have Dynamite Hill Smithfield Community Land Trust, and then you have the Grassroots Coalition, which is run by Richard Rice and Julia Juarez. And that's the policy and lobbying organization. It's much broader than just cooperatives. They address all sorts of grassroots type of policies. There's also a sort of very community organizing centric organization called the Cooperative Business Development Center, which is in the process of organizing a number of cooperatives in Birmingham. So altogether, from the strategic plan has been created a network of about 10 different organizations and about 100 different formally organized people in all of those organizations. And what this network is it is a decentralized and non-hierarchical institution. According to Pierre Bourdieu, who is a French sociologist, an institution is a group of people who have the legitimacy to impose a culture. And this institution is raising the consciousness about cooperatives throughout the city of Birmingham and has made a significant impact. Our strategy for achieving change, when we first started working, we were up against the Arrington Coalition led by Mayor William Bell. They completely ignored us, and we attacked them on the type of development that they were promoting, gentrification in Birmingham, and weakened them because of those attacks. They were also attacked by the Black Lives Matters coalition in terms of policing, which also weakened them. So it wasn't just us who weakened the the Arrington coalition. And because of those weaknesses, Mayor Randall Woodfin, who ran an incredible campaign, who knocked on 70,000 doors, who strategically used social media, who built relationships with grassroots leaders, did what he needed to do to win, and he was able to take advantages of the weaknesses that our coalition and the Black Lives Matters coalition created by attacking them. So that's the story of where we've gotten in the past 10 years. We have created an institution. We do have some political power, though it's still very limited at this point. And we do have a favorable mayor who will work with us. Now, he's not necessarily a radical mayor, which is what we would like, but he does listen to us, and he is trying to work with us on different sorts of projects. So we have changed Birmingham, and I would say that we are in the process of taking over the city, and we've made a big difference here. And there are many, many people who have sacrificed to make that happen. And I just want to use this time in my vlog to give a shout out to everybody in the radical community in Birmingham, which is probably numbers in the hundreds of people at this point, and to say, keep up the good work, and I'm very proud of the work that we've done. This is Zach Henson from East Lake, Alabama. Peace, y'all.